It's Ray Gift TV.
Ray Block TV.
Let's get right to it.
The crazy part about it caused a distaste, I know, for me, for what he stand for, or supposed to stand for and represent. But it also rippled across because not only you saying you represent PIRU, but you also saying you represent Pomona, right? So from that, me and Time Bomb had a Time Bomb hit me. He wanted to voice his opinion. I don't feel Time Bomb said anything wrong when we did our live. He just simply said, well, let me rewind. There was a podcast with Aunt Hefe, King Peel that did a song. His enemies is Trey 57 is one of them, where he disrespected the Trey. And Hefe from A-Trey, Adam kind of brought that up since King Peel was kind of like being standoffish on the other content. And from that point, that kicked off to where people seemed to feel like, I seem to feel like King Peel bowed that down, right? From there, a whole bunch of stuff kicked in. Now, you got everybody else chiming in. I look up, and it's this dude named Norfside Nuesance from 456. He's stating his opinion. I guess he felt like I'm wrong for giving Time Bomb a platform. He's saying Time Bomb ain't who he say he is. And I think that's what kind of made people's antennas go up. I get a text from the brother up top left, Big Playboy. Big Playboy texts me. He let me know he's a keyway from the Crip side. He let me know he's about peace. He let me know he ain't with the BS. But this dude, Big Nuesance, just as if King Peel, when some of his homies were speaking on him, is giving a false representation. Now, I've seen people like Rick Rock, and that's why I be telling people, y'all gotta stop jumping out there in the water with these titles and OG Damu addresses Wack and all this crazy stuff, because here come Big Playboy, who's 42 years old. He's a Pomona baby, born, bred, and fed and raised. No malice, no disrespect. It's like, yo, Wack.
Let's get
This dude, Norfside Nuesance, who's saying he's from 456, the general, he was cripping. Not just from one, but I believe from two different branches of cripping and Pomona that he knows of. They went to school together. Brother come humble. He ain't here on no gang bang. You from where you from? Like all of us from where we from. I got a cat, and excuse me, Big Playboy, because I know you had just told me your neighborhood. Your neighborhood was it Pomona Evil Side?
Pomona Evil Side Gangsta Crips.
Pomona Evil Side Gangsta Crips. In my time, to all the rest of them out there, when I came up in my earlier years, it was 456, Trey 57, Southside Village, Pomona 12 Sharks. Those was just the popular neighborhoods in Pomona. So not to say there's not other neighborhoods out there. I just might not be too well versed. But nevertheless, over the last couple of days, me and Time Bomb have been on several calls, and it's crazy, man. I'm starting to understand that when people see a little light at the end of the tunnel, they don't care. I've been having people, Looney Roo, Ant Dog?
Ant Dog.
People calling me in defense of King Peel, but then when I get, and they speaking down on Time Bomb, and I couldn't understand it, because when I get Time Bomb on the phone, everything they were saying, we don't know him, we never heard of him, we don't know him. When I get Time Bomb on the phone, now they know him. Now, yeah, I know who he is, but he did this. They ain't telling me he did any telling or running out. You know, he did this, he did this. The Ant Dog dude wouldn't even tell Time Bomb his name. I said, the dude name is Ant Dog. He said, Ant Dog, you tried to tell on the homie Bolo from Bounty Hunters in the pen, and he sent somebody over there from my neighborhood do the other politics, the DP, you knocked your eye out. you in a wheelchair. At this point in time, Ant Dog go from a loud roar to he's a little kitten, right? So I'm telling everybody that's calling me, y'all can't tell me nothing about Time Bomb because every time y'all call me, I call him because I don't know y'all politics. And when he get on the phone, he don't change up nothing he says, and he start telling y'all about y'all. And then the same dude y'all telling me y'all don't know, all of a sudden you know, and y'all start to tuck your tail. So now we have Norfside Nuesance, and I think it looks to me like he's been trying to rap. And in defense of him, I don't know him. I think he was trying to maybe use this as a way to look at me, right? And that's cool, but you should have just put a song up or something, or maybe attended the video with King Peel, because now you portraying to be this OG PIRU, and we got Big Playboy from Pomona, Evil Side Gangster Crip, who says he's very familiar with you. Y'all went to school together, and I'm gonna let him break down what he sent me, right? Go ahead, bro. You got the floor, man. Where do you know Norfside Nuesance from 456, Big Playboy?
So like you said, Wack, you know what I'm saying? I'm pushing peace. You feel me? Off top. When I met Nuesance, first of all, I'm from Pomona. I went to Harrison, I went to Ibramson, I went to P High, and I landed at Claremont. Everybody know all them schools that's in the P. You feel me? When I met Nuesance, he was banging BG. It was some homies from BG that I was cool with. Next thing I know.
Okay. When you say BG, can you tell us what BG is and what is that?
So BG, at the time, it was like a gang. You feel me? I don't know if they ever got official, but I stopped hearing of them. But they right there by Pomona High. You know what I'm saying?
So were they Crips or like Black Rags?
They was Crips.
Okay.
And it was one of the homies that I was cool with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hear the name drop nobody. You know what I'm saying? But you check my files, they know me. You feel me? They really know me more about my government. You know what I'm saying? And how did I dig that? I like that. You feel me? But end up at Claremont with Northside, because like I said, we're not doing the nuisance part, okay? And that's coming from me. I don't care what nobody else do. I'm not doing it. But meeting, he with the BG shit. You know what I'm saying? Our little hood wasn't even the hood yet. This in like '99. It's a clique. But soon after, we got put on a gangster card. But back to Nuesance, Northside, I should say, he didn't like the BG route. We started moving up way faster. You feel me? So he started to try his own little thing. By this time, we deep. We over 50. He tried to start his own thing. And I ain't even gonna say, I told you what it was, Wack.
Yeah, you definitely told me what it was. He told me what the name of it was. So, I wish I had my other phone, but bro, you told me in a respectful way it was something, it's S word, something. What was before the S word? What was?
Killing all.
Okay, so he was from the Norfside Nuesance dude that now saying he's a G from 456 was from one gang as he stipulated, and then he started another set or joined another gang, KAS, which meant killing all S word.
Yes.
You can't go from one Crip organization and then you go to even worse, a little crew you started, KAS, killing all S words. Right?
And he was also from Goon.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you chime in. And then now you trying to be the voice of some politics when it come to PIRU. So.
And Time Bomb, I heard you was gonna say he from Ghost Town. I grew up in Ghost Town my whole life. I ain't never seen youngin over there. You feel me? I almost said the government. You feel me? That because
Who
that's
from
how I know.
Ghost Town? Wait, who else from Ghost Town?
I heard he was supposed to be from Ghost Town,
He
but
was
that
This
ain't
claiming it.
true.
dude, Norfside Nuisance?
Yeah,
He was claiming it.
Oh
He was never
yeah.
from Ghost Town. He was never from Hoover, but those were extra Crip hoods that he was claiming at one point.
Oh yeah, he was never from Ghost Town.
So is it Hoovers in Pomona, or this was something going on
Uh,
outside of?
it was some Hoovers that landed.
Okay. So this dude, Northside Nuisance, this is, I say that because that's what he called himself on social media. I don't know if in the streets. I don't know if the nuisance name is a representation or something. I'm starting to feel like
He got it from somebody else that's been rocking that money.
so that was somebody else's name.
My homie, my brother. You feel me?
Okay, so that's why you don't want to give him that stamp. Gotcha. Okay. So, Time Bomb, do the 456s don't know this history?
Everybody know that history. When he first came around, he was paying off. When you notice Norfside Nuesance, or Nuisance, whatever you call his name, he was known to be the trick in the hood that paid females for sex, and he was known to just, they thought
after high school too.
Yeah, after high school. So they was thinking that because the Doggy Style Records, like I said, he was signed to Doggy Style, but something went down. So they thinking that he gonna bring the islands up or whatever. When Noose's name pop up in the islands, they're trying to cover it up now. They don't want nobody to know it. They always say, "Oh, that nigga used to be a woo wop." We don't fuck with that nigga. This is everybody know. At one point at the park, people didn't even want to be around him because he was a Crip, and he was not from just one Crip hood. He's from multiple Crip hoods. Well, he wasn't from a lot of Crip, but he was claiming multiple Crip hoods. So this is a dude that gets shot up, beat up, get his mom house shot up everywhere he go, don't respond, and get on the line and act like he's super islands. Come on now, man.
So wait, you saying he just was shot up like recently?
He went to the park and got lit up by some people from the other side. He never did nothing. He always gets shot up. His house always gets shot up. You never hear about this dude. Now this dude is just a dude that represents the islands, who was representing Crip hoods, who tricked the females. We know him in the hood as a trick. All the homegirls that and the homies that got kids in the islands, they females, he paid for for their sex. That's what he's known for. And he was supposed to be a rapper. He was supposed to be a rapper, but he got a failed career. So that's how that is.
So my man, I believe he from Trey 57, the rapper. I don't know how I just forgot his name. The one that was tied to DJ Quick. I don't know how I just forgot his name.
He got a song with Sugar Free.
Sugar Free, right? Sugar Free out of Trey 57, right? Now here's the thing. Sugar Free was signed to the G homie Tony Lane from Treetop PIRU, right? But I've never heard Sugar Free try to push like diss songs when it came to Pomona. Maybe I missed something. So my thing is,
we all family in Pomona.
I know
we all connected to somebody, uncle, cousin, brother from all them other hoods out there. We all family in Pomona.
So that's what I'm getting to, right? So the King Pill approach was probably the first time that somebody jumped out there saying, "I'ma diss the other side and we're gonna light the streets up," which right now is not smart, because you really want your community behind you. I'll never forget when DJ Quick dropped. You would hear Crips rolling down the street, blazing Sweet Black Pussy or Tonight. Niggas like, nigga, hey, that nigga from PIRU, nigga, but nigga, hey, cuz that nigga shit thump, right?
We used to backyard boogie the Quick.
It seemed to me like, dude would have went that way instead of going the other way. Now,
because I'm gonna say this, right? There's a clown over there, and that clown in the islands, he never do no dirt, but all he do is send young hitters to go do stuff, right? And for years and years, I've been pushing peace Like, hey man, let's go be peaceful with these dudes. We all black, but it's always these clowns that's never on the front line that think they OGs. And he used to be a Crip himself, and he's pushing that agenda. So the clown most likely told the clown King Pill to do, you know what I mean? But keep in mind, they're still politicking behind the scenes on King Pill about they don't even know where he came from. I'm getting phone calls saying like, yeah, we seen him around back in the days, but they don't never know. Now this is top secret stuff. I'm not gonna go into detail about that, but they're playing a little game when they talk about me. And I grew up in Pomona. They're playing this. They got this hatred towards me because they superheroes from the islands. I done beat up punked and ran out the section. So this is their way to get revenge on me.
Well, at the end of the day, it's only two people I done heard say something sensible out of y'all section was you and the G homie Don Don. Cause I told the dude, is it Looney Roo or whatever? I said, bro, and I told Ant Dog, bro, y'all calling me trying to put the attention on Time Bomb, and he's only saying the dude wearing no shoes and squirting the baby oil and bowing it down to the dude after he dissed. It ain't a good representation on where I'm from. Now, do y'all agree? They like, yeah, Wack, we agree with him. I said,
I ain't never
why
heard
y'all
of
want to put it all on Time Bomb? And it's like, we don't want to really pay attention to the problem at hand.
Wack,
but I
Wack,
believe that they think that dude is going to become the next big thing. And
we got way better hitters out there right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you.
I ain't never heard of bro. You feel me?
So
and
you on being on your side, you never heard of it.
I never heard of bro. He ain't never did nothing to nobody where people like, hey man, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
He's just a nigga that wear a red t-shirt and kick it with the homies. That's all, and pay for coochie. That's all he is. That's all he is. And Evil Side is a real hood in Pomona. If I'm not mistaken, I think they went to the 8-7s or whatever.
We had a homie that used to come out there and function with us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying.
real.
He resting right now. You know what I'm saying. He a real one from over there. He was. You know what I'm saying. But it was some ties to that. That's the only true part of that. You know what I'm saying. Everything else, you know what I'm saying.
My guy, Big Percy, who's part of Snoop's camp.
Is that Pimpin' Young? Is that Big Percy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he got a Southside Village. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong on that.
Well, the Pomona. A lot of people don't know that the Pomona Crip niggas. The Pomona Crip niggas is more close to Snoop than his own homies from Long Beach. They love Snoop. Snoop lived in Pomona for a while. I think Claremont somewhere. So actually, the Pomona Crip niggas got a better relationship with Snoop Dogg than his own Long Beach niggas. Facts.
Yeah. Cocaine and Sugar Free had a lot of studio time on all Snoop albums.
Well, listen, Snoop got a relationship with everybody, and he handles everybody differently based upon his relationship with that person. But I say that to say this even then, because I remember Percy bringing me a group. Game had a show in Pomona that I did, and he asked me to let them open up. I don't know if they was from Pomona Mafia, Pomona's Southside Village. I know they was some Crips from Pomona, but even within, it was, you know, it was all love. I'm just trying to figure out a city like Pomona that has been respected, but it sits over there in a section of its own because it's the last city up top of LA County, and it's the bridge city to San Bernardino County, right? What I don't understand is when I seen him at that park, they was well aware of some of the buffoonery he had been doing. Why didn't they Time Bomb? Did people not know? I know you didn't know because I told you he's supposed to be at his park doing a video. Right?
I didn't know that. If I was there, I would have crashed it and it would have been an incident. I didn't know that. But if you look at my section, there is riders from my section, but there's a lot of busters in the islands. And I'm gonna keep it, but there's a lot of riders too, because our hood is big. So it's a 50% riders and 50% busters in the islands. And just perfect example, and dog. He got on the phone and made it seem like he's this big dude from the islands. He runs stuff. First of all, you in a wheelchair. Second of all, you know, you almost got yourself murked a couple of months ago playing around, you know, for some snitch allegations, you know, on some big figures. So you might want to leave me alone before I expose you.
So this where I'm going with it. Do you think, Playboy, that is ever a time that an artist or a blogger, whatever they may be, could come out of Pomona? I think Sugar Free did it. I know the homies, they bumped Sugar Free, could come out of there and get the full support of the city. And if so, what is it, what qualities are y'all looking for that individual to have to gain that support?
We almost had it with the PCM. You feel me? And to be honest, I don't know. They didn't go pick up the real hidden, the hard hitting rappers. You feel me, from Pomona? You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, my homie. You know what I'm saying? My brother, Knocker the Nuisance. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Shane nephew, Arion Mosley. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got some people out there actually putting together some good music, but it was just like a miss. Like, PCM was a miss. I thought PCM was gonna be the movement.
So what did PCM mean? What did that
Pomona City Movement?
Oh, Pomona City Movement. So was that just all Crips or it was mixed?
Nah.
Everybody.
Northside was on there. Northside was on there.
Nuisance was on there, like I said. Yeah.
Oh, it was everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a powerful thing.
Yeah, we didn't have nobody on there, so you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousin. You feel me?
It was a nigga from Angelo. It was a nigga from Angelo Mafia Crip that was pretty hard that I liked on there. What is that dude name? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, I remember hearing that neighborhood too, Angelo Mafia. You know, Pomona is one of them cities that, if you don't know, if you're a tourist and you pulling over to get some gas, boy, you'd never have any idea that you in the beast of the belly, right? They've been around. I know personally, since 1989, I've been knowing about Pomona. That's pretty much when I kind of ventured off into the streets. But they've been around for quite some time. Sin City, that's Trey 57, right? A lot of stuff starting to come to me. My man Tick, we was in Nellis together. But nevertheless, everybody always speaking on negative. Nah, it's not negative. I seen King Peel with 6 or 7 kids with no hair on their face. Yeah. Looked like they had to be 14, 15.
That part.
And he influencing these youngsters, and he's not even living that type of life that he's influencing them to live.
That part.
And some of them kids wanted to be on my little record label 7 Seals that I'm just working on starting, right? But because of them associating with other characters, I have to distance myself from them little kids. Why would you have little kids putting on red rags and pointing stuff out in videos? You ain't gonna guide them to go to college or school?
Yeah, I don't do that with my
I'm confused. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, we don't do that. You feel me? I don't condone none of that.
So now, I really feel like I needed to do this because, look, Norfside Nuesance, I don't know you, brother. I DM'd you. If you want to have a conversation, that's cool. I heard you tell Time Bomb to come to the set and hit the backyard and all that. Me personally, I told Time Bomb he's a single parent. If you ain't got no direct issue with this dude, it don't make no sense to even be talking to this dude. He's only mentioning your name because the internet is mentioning your name.
Wack, you still stay in your set?
Hell no.
Hell no, I don't stay in my set. You feel me?
Hell no.
So these niggas want us to stay in the projects and not evolve and stay in the hood all day, so we don't have growth and development and be something like they want. It's crazy, man.
North said it in the video he just put out. You feel me? Still stuck here. Like, come on, bro. Like I said, I'm pushing peace. Brian here, get on you. But we not finna do this. You feel me? You gotta do something different than just sit up in off of Vassar. You feel me? I used to sit in the bees. You feel me? I used to sit in the Claremont villages. You feel me? I never sit in the Claremont villages right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get away from it. We gotta stop letting the ones that grow up in there fall for it. We all grown men. We all don't condone that. You know what I'm saying? Why we letting other people condone it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to condone none of that.
What up, 600?
What's cracking, big bro? What's the deal, man? What's
Well, you know Time Bomb. You spoke to Time Bomb before.
What up, 6 man?
Yep.
And
I got time number.
Big playboy up here from
What's up,
Pomona
600?
East Side, gangster Crip out of Pomona. But he pushing peace. He on his grown man thing. He saw the other day this dude, Norfside Nuesance, the big Samoan looking dude.
Yeah.
From 456 trying to push a line, but he went to school with him. He done been from 2-3 Crip gangs.
I heard that.
Yup, including one of them was crazy. It was called KAS, Kill All S Words. So how in the hell you go from BG to or whatever you went to that to now you on the internet in front of these kids telling these, you know, come do this, come do that, and you super power ruined. But I mean, what happened? Like you come from the Crip side, right? And we've been preaching for years that the streets is a myth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Troy Ave saying. And people say what they want. I felt like Troy Ave handled his business that night, and shit, actually, it's a new video out now where somebody just tried to rob him.
Right.
You seen that one?
I seen it. It was San
He
Diego,
handled
right?
his business again, minding his business. And I keep telling people, just because cats ain't out there with the rah-rah doing the backflips, don't mean that they not gonna handle their business. And I think King Peel just took a wrong approach, because Sugar Free is from Pomona Trey 57, and we all bump and love Sugar Free, but he never was on no diss in the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He told you get your money while you bullshit.
Yeah. You know, he was actually signed to the homie Tony Lane from Treetop.
Right.
That's how I met him, right? So, you know, we just here to kind of, like I said, the exposers, you know, sometimes we expose to make corrections. Sometimes we expose to let people know. And this one of them situations to where this Norfside Nuesance guy is pushing a strong line, but you not who you say you are.
Man, that nigga get shot up everywhere he go and beat up everywhere he go. Mama house. The nigga just got shot up like 4 or 5 months ago.
I don't even know who wasting their time and throwing their life away for bro.
He got hit 5 times in the hood.
You know, anybody watching, if you plan on throwing your life away for bro, he is not worth it. He's not that dude.
I think what it is, 600, is they felt like King Peel gonna be the next big thing. So they doing whatever they could do to say, see, we was there for you. I was there for you. In case he blow, I don't know what they think gonna happen.
Well, he gonna be irrelevant in a minute. I mean, it's only so much acting you can do. You know what I'm saying? With the pink fingernails, you know, with the naked selfies in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Then getting basically marked out on camera by a nigga telling you what you meant in your song. You know, that's when he messed up at. Like before the gay stuff came out with the fingernails and the punks and all that. Like, he was just supposed to, hey, listen, bro, we beef with Trey's, homie. You know what I'm saying? I made the song based on that. You know what I'm saying? It obviously it affect all the trades, but we here. I got respect for you. You know, we can holler, but that's just a song I made, homie. That nigga got to tell that nigga, nah, we wasn't talking about y'all, and that don't mean that. My nigga, you gotta stand on that, bro. You know
that ain't what that.
Right. So he already proved he'll never get the full street credibility. He'll never get that respect.
If you feel that way, why would you make a song disrespecting trades for? If you felt like you wouldn't made you go to the studio and disrespect all them black people on some gangster stuff like you super gangster person.
Well,
I don't know no Trey he put his hands on.
I think he obviously felt like that way in the studio. It's just that when he got out the studio and then people's presence, he's just proving that he was just rapping. You get what I'm saying? For a nigga to change what he said, that lets you know that he's just being a rapper. So that's
He
what I'm
just
saying.
want
He'll
to
never
touch a
get that.
wider audience.
Right,
You
he'll
feel
never
me?
get that real respect. And you see how nice he was. So, but that opens up doors for a nigga to try him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and
Help.
that's the thing, right? That's the thing. And then to leave there and kind of be submissive to Ant Hefe, and I'm glad he was, 'cause I don't want to see Ant getting into nothing he don't need to be getting into. And to go at
Not worth
Adam,
it.
what he did to Adam was frustrations at Ant Hefe. I'm gonna be.
He admit to that. He admit to that. He just did an interview and said he was mad at Adam over the whole situation. So and so he got at what you call it. And he also said the part that threw me off was where he said, "Oh, I was thinking Ann Hefe was gonna come in with 100 Crips and this and that. Even if I felt like it was a situation and the nigga had 100 Crips, nigga, I would have put a black beanie on a red jersey and got it bracket with them niggas, homie. Like you sound like a boss. You sound like a mark, my nigga. Jesus Christ."
Why do you think Ant Hefe gonna come with 100 Crips for him? He ain't nobody, dude. For what? He had a bunch of kids with him. Shout out to the one dude who got in between him and Adam. I salute that brother. But
Paco, that's Paco.
you know, he kind of shot himself in the foot. And I tell a lot of these people, when you come into this game, you got to understand politics. You know what I'm saying? And when you go in there, you sit on the man's platform and tell him his platform is boring, you just open up the doors for him to talk about something that might be exciting. Okay, let's talk about you. You know what I'm saying? That's where that come from. So I know you don't be hanging out in your neighborhood like that, playboy, like none of us really do.
Mm-hmm.
Have your homies ever heard of Buki Roo or King Peel? Like, is he any presence of him in Pomona?
He ain't never did nothing to none of my homies.
Like,
Well,
not even
they
in the
say
rap
they say he got put on at 27 years old in jail, so he never done nothing before that.
So did North. North got put on at like 20.
The homies called me yesterday and told me that they still trying to figure out who he is. The OGs didn't call me. Everybody said they still trying to figure out who he is. They say he lived in Pomona, not in the islands, but they just seen him around. But they're still investigating who he is. But they said they claiming him because they feel like he gonna make the section big. You know what I mean? Just exactly what Wack said. So they still doing investigation on who is he. But because he got a couple of people to vouch for him, you know, and this is behind the scenes.
Well, kids, let me tell y'all right now. I sit in the meetings. You don't need no street cred. Those days are over with. To all the youngsters trying to rap, you don't need the street cred stamp. Meaning, the dude over there who can't even put gas in his car, you don't need to let him stand on the side of you or get up under you or get in your business, right? It's what you do. You get one of your little buddies, go invest in a drone. Y'all know when they in the park, 3, 4 o'clock, put the drone over the park. Hover around, come down, maybe it's a dice game, maybe it's some slap boxing, who knows? Go get you a green screen. Change clothes 2, 3 different times in front of the green screen, different verses. Take that green screen to the editor and your drone footage. You can be in front of any project and on any block in the green screen and drop your drone in the park footage right there and put it out to the world. You official. You don't need to be in the hood. You don't need hood motion and credibility. All they gonna do is want to get in your pockets, tell you what you can and can't do, who you can and can't be around, be drunk in your studios, mess up business. Listen, if you got a lane and a mind to do something outside of that, leave that where it is. There's always a few good men, but what you see this dude King Pill doing is not the way, it's not the thing to do.
Time
Yeah,
bomb.
nobody's section.
Yeah,
Hey,
what it
time
do?
bomb. Y'all,
Yeah.
are y'all around the same age?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So you ain't never seen him? You ain't never met him?
I grew up in Pomona. I never seen that dude a day in my life. Never seen this dude. When I
You
first
said
met this dude,
your first
when I
encounter was when, Tom Bomb?
in Vegas by the Pilot Station. When I looked at him, I was like, he looked pretty different for a Pomona nigga. He had dreads, tattoos. It just he just didn't look like a Pomona nigga. You feel me?
Oh, you met him in
And
Vegas. You
I
ain't
met him in
here.
Vegas.
Oh.
I met him, and actually, he almost got himself eliminated in Vegas. So I'm gonna say it by me. So I ain't gonna say too much about that. So that, and I never seen him again.
When was
He
it?
was
Playing
out
with
there
me.
with some keyways who had a
He-
bunch of P blanks and B blanks all over.
The Southside
Well,
Village
Tom
Crip
Bomb was,
niggas.
it sounds like the only nigga vouching for him is a nigga from Killing All Bloods.
yeah, this
And them young niggas
Norfside
he had with
Nuesance.
him, them young niggas, he was at the liquor store. You feel me? He was at the park.
Oh
You know what
man,
I'm saying?
them kids that he got at the liquor store barely start representing the islands. They've been representing the islands for like 3 or 4 years, and those are little kids, man. Everybody
And
knows
that's the
that.
problem. And that's the problem. That's who we got to get him away from.
Well, so the thing is with that, right? He done already opened up that door, you know, for making that song. And then you go back with people in that video dissing threes and all that. So I mean, you know, he got a lot. It's gonna be hard for him to maneuver.
He ain't gonna maneuver. He gonna go back to where he was at.
Yeah. So
You know what's crazy? You got the people in the video dissing the trades, like you said.
And them young niggas gonna be right there.
Oh yeah, he made another
like,
video after the Jefe thing and he had the little kids dissing the trays. That is right.
Like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
And they gonna be there. He gonna be gone.
I don't think he, you know. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. We know 600. We know a bunch of people that didn't utilize the set.
right.
And it's just one of those things, but it's Pomona. And I'm gonna be real. I've never heard Pomona caught up in the middle of no foolery.
We not gonna do that, bro.
Never. So at this point in time, again, they always say, oh, y'all just look, bro, we need to expose the perpetrators.
And look, Wack, one thing you hear about Pomona, we've been the murder capital. You feel me? We've been the murder capital. The murder capital.
He better hope to God that he don't run into no ghost town Trey 57s. I'm gonna keep it 100, especially.
But that's all bullshit within. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't even need to be turned up like Time Bomb saying. You feel me? He really from the islands. He in the middle. Everywhere he go left, he go right, he go south. He gonna run into some Crips. You feel me? We don't need all of that, bro. Not at Pomona, man. We need to be uplifting the P. You feel me? We got some real ones. We got some real ones from the P. Like I said, we all family. I got some family from damn near all sides. I got some family from the islands. You know what I'm saying? They can vouch for me. You know what I'm saying? They know who I am, but we not finna do this with the P.
Wait.
Yeah, so
for years and years I've been trying to stop this violence in Pomona. You know what I mean? You know, for years and years I've been trying to stop it. Years.
yeah, so it sounds like he got a whole bunch of BS going on, and you know, that don't seem like that's gonna end right. But you know, you know what he's doing. You can't really tell him nothing. You know, it's gonna play out how it play out.
Man, the sad part is it ain't even gonna play out for him. It's gonna play out for other people.
You know, he kind of silly. You know, he get my DM. He like, yo, could you put the picture out? Yo, I don't even respond. I'm like, yeah, like could you have him put the picture of me with the pink fingernails on No Jumper? I'm like, bro, this dude, bro, I'm telling you, anything for the clout.
Bro, the nigga told me to post. He said, man, why you post that, but you don't post the video of me punking at him? I said, bro, ain't nobody tripping on posting that you got going on, bro. And then his page was gone. Like, nigga, you ain't on hot topic like that, bro. Like, I'm really on posting. I got some
Pill in a world of trouble. Running his yap too much. What y'all think? Keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock. You already know. And shout out to Wack 100 bringing the content. Be sure to like the video, share the video, be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend. We got the content. But until next time, it's your boy Ray giving them gum. God bless. Peace.